Since when did having a big booty become a fashion accessory? I have noticed the growing need, pun intended, the growing need for the huge ass in this generation. It's become something to talk about. See. So let's talk about it. On a more serious note, let's unpack the big booty problems. Guys, come on, let's not misconstrue these beauty standards that are being perpetuated by social media and pop culture to what actually matters about yourself. If the girl got nyash but no sense, I mean, we all know what the nyash is being used for. Beauty standards across the globe will differ according to what the people in that society will deem as beautiful. We have the Western culture that appraises smaller figures, therefore people will have their own standards which women need to uphold. We have the Asian cultures that have very, very different extremes, one of which having long hair, small feet, and a childlike face. We move it back to Africa, or bring it back home. We have the desire and the need for bigger and much more, affluent women. So you see that different parts of the world will appraise different standards of beauty according to what the men and the women deem beautiful in that culture. And because these beauty standards are different, many individuals will strive to achieve that ideal beauty standards, even go to numerous extremes to achieve those standards. So if you talk about the Western world, the appraisal of slimmer figures will come with different extremes that women will resort to in order to achieve those standards. We find women starving themselves in order to achieve a slimmer figure. And in the Asian culture, specifically the Chinese, we see the foot binding procedure, which was a procedure done on the foot, which was bound in order to achieve a smaller, much more desired foot. You see, in the Chinese culture, smaller feet were considered attractive. So women went to various extremes in order to achieve this small foot, including binding their feet physically and permanently altering the skeletal structure of their feet. So in Africa, the opposite of what happens in the Western world is all the rage. We see that weight gain has become the ideal beauty standard. So gaining weight in very specific body parts such as your ass, your hips, your breasts is seen as much more desirable. Therefore, women will be coerced or feel inclined to achieve these body standards by gaining weight in these specific areas. We find that these extremes to which societies will go to, different societies and different individuals in that society, the extremes to which these individuals will go to in order to achieve these ideal body standards has become much more easier with the evolution of science and technology. Here's why I say why. In the Western world, we have a drug that was firstly prescribed for people with type 1 diabetes, but later on rebranded as a weight loss drug because it so happens that the side effect of that drug was extreme weight loss. So this drug, known as Wegovy, is taken in 2-week intervals. When you achieve at least 2.4 milligrams of this drug in your system, you'll then begin to experience rapid weight loss of about 14 to 16% of your entire body weight, the normal being 7 to 9%. So in terms of effectiveness, this drug is right on the money. However, the rapid weight loss is a cause for concern. So the opposite of this weight loss injection is the weight gain supplements or weight gain pills that have been flooding the Zambian market for a while now. So the Zambian market has been flooded with quite a number of weight gain products, be it pills, shakes, whatever you might see on the market out there. They're all the rage. All of which are being perpetuated through social media, pop culture. Quite a number of celebrities themselves are pushing this product without actually giving the consumers the right information about these products. So because it's quality high demand, I'm sorry. So because social media and pop culture has made these kinds of bodies much more desirable, and the men in our culture are seeming to gravitate towards these kinds of bodies, there is a high demand for weight gain products on the market. These weight gain shakes, of course, due to a study, have been known to cause strain on your kidneys. They have been known to cause strain on your liver, your digestive system, indigestion, and all that, coupled with quite a number of long-term effects that come with a prolonged use of these weight gain products. So because we begin to flood our diets with these liquid-based food supplements, your body will instinctively begin to tinga those same products that you're shoving your body with. You see, a monotonous diet will then cause you to start craving other food, and in turn will make it far much more difficult for you to maintain that liquid-based diet. So then your sustenance becomes these liquid shakes, denying your body of the actual nutrients that it needs from properly cooked food. I blame the culture. I'm sorry. I blame social media. I blame pop culture. I blame the celebrities that are, spearheading this very dangerous movement. Because you see, these products do not even come with warning labels. All they do is show you the effects or the use of this very product and completely leaving the consumers in the dark. These products, if you look at their containers, their advertisements, do not even come with warning labels. They do not come with side effects. All they do is sell to you what the drug does, which is ass. So because we see our young men in society or our partners in society finding these kinds of bodies, these Instagram ready bodies, far much more desirable, our young women are being coerced into believing that that is the standard. They're being forced to believe that that's the standard that men want. When in actuality, everybody out there has had some work done, somehow. Which is a very unrealistic goal to give a young woman. You see a lot of young women hating themselves and hating their bodies because they want to achieve this ideal body type that is so loved by young men. Of course, men are only half the problem. You see, young women themselves will bully each other into thinking their body type is not up to standard, or maybe perhaps, because your friend doesn't possess a quality that other men have complimented you on, you therefore think she's less than you. Which is ridiculous, by the way. I mean, the size of anyone's ass has never really been the criteria to which I make a friend. But that's just me, okay? We see that young women are being bullied by their fellow women, that, their body type or the way they're shaped, the way they're built is not what men would find attractive. Which is just, I don't know, bitchy. It's never really a good look to see that the reason, or one of the reasons as to why women are not happy with themselves, with their own body image, is because another woman back then, be it in high school, bullied you and said, you're not beautiful. So the effects of consuming either weight gain or weight loss products do have an impact, not just on yourself, but on society as a whole. The main objective of most pharmaceutical countries across the country is the money, okay? It's about chasing clout. So if they are able to get the best profit out of a drug, despite its effects, despite, how much it is being misused out there, their main objective is to make money. We find that there is some sort of battle between the individuals that actually need these products for survival and the individuals that are using these products for merely cosmetic reasons. In the case of Wegovy, the drug that is actually prescribed for patients with type 1 diabetes, the market for this drug has increased ever since this drug was rebranded as a weight loss product. This drug is constantly sold out because individuals that are planning on losing weight through a very quick method, cutting corners, are finding themselves consuming this product more, handicapping those individuals that are in the need of that drug. Same thing, when we bring it back to Africa, individuals that are in need of gaining weight in a much more quicker way due to malnourishment or whatever reasons they might be there, we find that the market is being sold out, or the product itself is being sold out to individuals that are using these products for a much more cosmetic reason, handicapping those that need these products for survival. So is it worth it? Is it really worth it to handicap those individuals in society merely because you couldn't hit the gym or you couldn't eat much more healthier? I see a general selfishness in these individuals that are prioritizing themselves first before actually considering the needs of those individuals in society that might need these products. The most obvious effect being the health of the individual that's consuming these products. We see kidney failure, kidney stones, liver problems, as well as in the far future, the possibility of thyroid cancer, which is the most rare kind of cancer that is only achieved from a prolonged use of certain types of drugs. Also, there's a growing dislike for one's own body. What does this mean? Because you flip through your phone, you flip through a magazine, you see on TV that the ideal body type is one specific one, and that's the one that most people are gravitating towards. You find that you will look at yourself much more differently. You will see yourself as one that is lacking, which is not the case, because all that it is just an ideal body standard that differs. If history has taught us anything, it's that these body types will change from generation to generation. We find that the 1910s appraised the hourglass figure. You see, the 1920s loved the boyish kind of figure. The 1950s and 60s, adored the more natural, womanly figures such as Marilyn Monroe and other types of models that pioneered these kinds of bodies. We have the 1990s and the early 2000s, where the thigh gap and the slim Victoria's Secret body was all the rage. Early 2000s, 2013, 2014, and 15, even going further into the future, we see that celebrities such as Nicki Minaj, Kim Kardashian, J-Lo, Beyonce pioneered the big booty. I mean, who knows? 100 years from now, the preference would be for much more muscular women. Who knows what people will want in the future? The point is, why would you want to alter your body for a trend that changes as the years pass? I believe your body is your own, and it is your responsibility to create your own ideal standard of beauty. There's certain things about ourselves that we can never change. We were just born like your face or your bone structure. Okay, maybe your face. The Kardashians have proved us wrong on that one, so let me not be too quick to speak. Let us learn to accept the things about ourselves that we can change and the things about ourselves that we can. Let's work on that. But even on the things that we can change about ourselves, let us seek for far much more healthier alternatives. And like cutting corners with weight gain pills or weight loss pills. I believe a lot of young women out there have struggled with their body image. Maybe your boobs are too small, your hips are not wide enough, your ass is not big enough according to whatever standard was perpetuated out there. I just want you to know that whatever ideal version of beauty that you decide to make is still beautiful. Because it is far much more better than conforming to whatever standard is out there. So I urge you, please, young woman out there, high school, college, even if you're older and you're still struggling with your body image, you are beautiful. A tad preachy, but you are beautiful. Whatever version of it that it is. So wear what makes you feel happy. Wear that top that shows off your best features. Wear that dress that you think makes you look beautiful. My point is, if you are beautiful on the inside and you are content, then we'll have far much less of these body image problems. And a lot of us are still struggling with our body image. Last year I was not this size. I was actually quite bigger than this. And I opted to lose some weight because I thought it would be far much more healthier for my body. The things I was unable to do last year, like running marathons, being able to squat and all that, I'm now able to do because I followed a far much more healthy option of achieving my ideal standard of beauty. And this video has been quite interesting to make, to be honest. A lot of women have struggled with their body image, including myself, and I'm still navigating this very diverse, this very interesting pool of ideal body standards that are out there, and I'm still learning to love my body at all sizes. Be sure to give this video a like if it was to your liking. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. But as for now, until next video, I am the loneliest sweet potato telling you to love your body, love yourself, because you, my friend, are the ideal.